Guys, this one's bad.
This one's bad. This one's real bad.
Super.
We're having a time. Contains adult language, as you've heard. Scenes of violence, adult language, and disturbing.
Incredibly disturbing.
Very disturbing.
Eggnog-induced
Also
subject
specifically
matter.
of violence against men.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's mostly about the elimination of men as a pest.
Men bad.
Yep, men bad.
Yeah. Book bad?
Similar
or
to
men bad?
book. Very similar to
They
book.
don't know about book bad yet.
They will.
Hello and welcome to the Stars Aren't All Right Christmas Car Crash Edition. My name is Brian, and I will be your keeper as penance for my many sins. Tonight, we have our cast with us. We have imbibed some nog of the egg and some juice of the grape and some squishy of the wheat. That's what I'm calling beer. Beer is now squishy of the wheat. And scotch. Scotch cannot be profaned by my nonsense. We're gonna do something a little bit special for you guys tonight. We are going to do a very The Stars Aren't All Right Christmas carol. A little carol de Christmas, as the French would say. We're already doing so well. Very few of us remember exactly what happened in the Christmas Carol, and we've prepared nothing. So let's, without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves and the characters that we'll be playing today, starting with Alex.
Hey, I'm Alex Collins, and I will be playing Scroder McMaitland, a somewhat successful businessman who, in the mean streets of Gate City, has tried to make a living in the cold by doing various money things with money. Scroder has one employee whose name is Scrob Batchet.
Scrob Batchet.
And Scrob does all the work while Scroder kind of walks around and doesn't spend money because he's too miserly to do so. No, that's actually who I'm playing. There is no backup character this time.
No, I thought so. I, in my opinion, I thought we were doing characters, but that's okay. We can also. Does that change everything everyone has prepared? If anybody prepared anything,
It's Pyotr. It's a
Pyotr.
very Pyotr Christmas.
it's a very Pyotr Christmas.
The fuck, Alex?
But Alex,
Scroder McMaitland.
Okay, but are we willing to make it a very Pyotr Christmas, considering the seconds that Alex has put into preparing that character? He had to reach all the way up his asshole to pull it out.
Where's your Scroder?
But it's a very Pyotr Christmas. So Pyotr, yeah, tell us about Pyotr.
No.
So has Scroder been ex-nayed?
Scroder has been temporarily shelved.
He's
Pending
writing down Scroder.
Maitland. Oh, wait. Okay, I just had a great idea.
Yeah.
No. You know what? Keep Scroder. It's actually Pyotr. Everyone introduce your characters. Let's go. I have a plan for this. I don't want to tell it to you yet, though, because it'll ruin the surprise.
I'm Leah. And I also have a plan. I don't want to ruin the surprise either. Yeah, I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Tom, do you want to ruin your surprise? Tom doesn't have a plan at all. I get out of that bug. That is a man who's winging it.
My name is Tom, and I'm gifted with bullshit.
We're so sorry in advance.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be... I did intro this episode as the Christmas car crash. So
This is going to be loose.
it's going to be loose, my dudes.
You just have to know what you're getting into.
Our plans were we wanted to record for less than an hour, and that was where our plans ended. So
We're very good at
we're very good at planning. Okay, let's get into it.
I'm Catherine. Hi.
I thought you didn't want to spoil the surprise.
Hi, I'm Catherine.
now-
I'm also part of this podcast.
Great. And now people know, and the reveal is ruined. So,
Okay, fucking continue.
all right, let's go. So, the entity known as Major Ziggy has many aliases, as both our cast and our listeners has probably figured out, is in the habit of perhaps partitioning themselves to be able to travel surreptitiously throughout the galaxy and enact their will upon it.
Like Santa.
Like Santa. Somewhere. Thank you, Alex. Amazing ad lib. Yeah, incredible. Alex is the hype man to this rap track. There we go.
Please don't include
I
that.
would describe the podcast so far as a rat trap. Yes.
Focus.
Somewhere in the depths of deep space, there is a transmission beacon. Seldom used, given the vast distances that information has to travel. Even beaming something at light speed can obviously take years to travel, but seldom used, not never. However, this neglected transmission beacon. Boop. Boop. I said neglected. It sounds sadder. Boop. Perfect. Amazing. Completely dark, except emitting a noise in space, which no one can hear, except you can tell it's sad. All of a sudden, lights activate on its body. Lights everywhere on its station, on its beacon body. It's going so well.
The beacons are lit.
They flash bright white light out into the void until eventually, all of a sudden, it stops. 3 lights begin lighting up in sequence. Red, green, red, back to the top. Green, red, green. We dive into this deep space relay where we see a semi-corrupted partition of Major Ziggy having taken psychological profiles of all the screwballs he met on Gizenshaw Station. It met on Gizenshaw Station, I should say, along with some barely cobbled together, also corrupted data of various Christmas folklore from old Earth. Processes. Loading bar, 1%, 1.5%. Then it jumps up to 75%, 76%. Goes back down to 50%. Then it finishes. Alex looked like he was about to punch me. Thank you. Amazing. Incredible. That's the professionalism people have come to expect. All right. A visualization appears. Scroder McMaitland, who looks suspiciously like Pyotr Gaius Maitland, wandering down the streets of a poorly rendered Victorian town. Occasional urchins half clipping into walls. You could see carolers T-posing down the street, floating. What is Scroder McMaitland doing? A couple of gentlemen come up and they T-pose. One flips upside down, then his head extends super long as his body disappears into the earth, and then a bag appears out of nowhere, and he says,
Would you like to contribute
to the poor? Contribute to the poor?
Scroder McMahon looks at the urchins clipping half into walls and goes, "You damned urchins, why don't you clip wholly into walls, or not at all? Everything does everything half-assed this day. And you, sir, if you're going to extend your head to the heavens in a horrifying display of terrible, terrible graphics, you extend your head all the way to the heavens, or there shall be no contribution for your Christmas fund."
They gasp, and then they merge into one being, and then they show up again, and they're standing normally on the street looking at you, but they're completely naked. And then they just, but sir, it's Christmas.
Bah humbug, Christmas.
Humbug,
You
Christmas.
look like a Baldur's Gate 3 character creation screen, except I got horny halfway through.
So every time Pyotr has played Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. Pyotr.
Yeah. Alex has never made it past the character creation screen.
There's so many options.
Did you guys know you can play D&D in this game? This is crazy. Anyway, as you say that, they open their mouth, but then, you know, like when giants would hit you in like Skyrim before they patched it and they launched you into the stratosphere, they both just get launched into the sky. So they ragdoll out of sight into the upper atmosphere.
Bah humbug.
That is your Fusro Da.
Be gone with
Just so
it.
you know. So Scroder McMaitland goes back to his money palace. It's lit with neon lights. There and so in the windows there are also neon lights of like, do you remember that like outline of like the woman that was on all those sweatpants back in the 90s and early 2000s? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like the woman kneeling. You guys know what I'm talking about? You know the woman kneeling on those sweatpants back in the early 2000s? You guys know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Am I crazy? I'm not crazy, guys. You guys know what I'm talking about?
This was some like juicy couture bullshit or something.
That's kind of that's kind of what I'm going for. You guys can look it up later. Are you Googling lady what was kneeling on all them sweatpants back in the early 2000s?
Essentially, yes.
And there's a bunch of those neon in the window. That's what I'm saying. You guys
but
know what I'm saying?
frosted because Christmas.
Exactly. It's frosted because Christmas, precisely. As you enter your shop, your employee, what was his name? Oh, Scraw Badgett.
Yeah, Scrub Badgett.
Scraw Badgett is there. Wait a minute. Let me do some quick math here. Scraw Badgett looks like Special K. And he just goes, boss. So I'm going to auto-tune that. You guys aren't hearing it auto-tuned, but it's going to be auto-tuned later. It's going to be boss.
Scroder throws open the door, and there's a little tinkling on the door, and like some mistletoe falls off, and he kicks it under the nearest furnace, of which there are many, all of which are unlit. He goes, Scrob, you dirty scoundrel. What are you doing? I see you have one furnace lit with a single lump of space coal. Do you know how expensive space coal is?
I know, boss, but it was so cold in here, and you know the alpha wolf needs his heat. When the pack leaves the den, you know the top dog he can't curl up under the snow like a husky. He needs to get the space coal going and light some fires, you know, like fire in the bars that I spit. I spit bars.
Scrob, you're not an alpha wolf. You're not a top dog. You're fired until New Year's, and I don't care for you.
But my tiny children...
Be gone, bah humbug!
And then he gets shot into the stratosphere. Through the roof, just...
You'll pay for those damn damages!
And you just hear in the distance, Special K. And at that time, it's probably time...
Audience, if you're not drinking by now, please,
please start.
please start.
We are well on our way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Did you mean Kappa?
That's exactly what the fuck
it's
I meant.
Kappa.
Yeah, it's them ladies what are kneeling on them sweatpants.
They're not sitting, not
Sitting.
kneeling.
Well,
but
okay, sitting is just kneeling if you aren't trying hard.
It's true. That's how it's defined. By your
It is. In Webster's dictionary, defines. Cheers, guys. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We hit the 12-minute mark of recording. Actually, sorry, we're at 15 minutes. I take it back. This is all staying in.
Perfect.
So, Scroder McMaitland goes...
He has a large top hat on, but the top of the top hat is like kind of flopping off, like a tin can that you open.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, as he walks into a doorway, the corner of the top hat just like all of a sudden like extends and then attaches itself to the pixels in the door frame. And as you're walking up the stairs to your bedroom, the top hat is just extending and extending into infinity until as you go to open the door, all of a sudden everything glitches out. Everything turns green and you just see this pulsing. You hear,
Be not afraid.
and then all of a sudden you're in bed. It's nighttime.
What was this? I'm not paying for any out-of-body experiences. I specifically told the cable company I was not paying for out-of-body experiences. This had better be some type of mistake. Bet you this is Scrob's fault.
You hear a knocking at the door. That actually sounds pretty sick.
My goodness, that knocking sounds pretty sick.
Better answer it.
I am compelled to go answer by the sickness of the knocking.
You go to your bedroom door.
But he shuffles up there in like raggedy ass fucking bunny slippers and a nightcoat that is worn threadbare and a Santa Claus like nightcap because it's the season.
Because Christmas.
Because it's Christmas.
Because it's Christmas. As you open the door, you see a gunshotted specter with holes holding a bunch of rocks in one hand.
Hey! My God! What do you want, you ghostly fan favorite?
I don't mean to throw stones in glass houses, but I've heard your scrotum is huge.
I think you've heard that Scroter is huge, as I am the largest small businessman on this particular Victorian street.
But at what cost? There's like 7 holes in your roof.
One of those was not there before. I had an employee. He was a terrible employee. He was the worst employee. All the other employees are better than he was.
What happened to them?
Scroter briefly turns orange.
He was shot into the stratosphere like anyone else who is no longer relevant to the plot.
That's crazy. I was shot in a stratosphere, and, well, I guess there's some, merit to that.
My goodness, how did that happen?
Bullets mostly.
Well, you didn't try to dodge them?
No. I thought about it, but then I figured I'm a big, brave, strong boy, and I was wrong. But we're not here to talk about me. Here to talk about you.
Why would we talk about... No one likes talking about Scroter McMaitland.
The name doesn't help, man. That's okay, because that's why I'm here.
You're here to change my name?
No.
Well, then why are you being unclear?
I'm here to, bump up your social stock. Don't you remember when you were a kid and Christmas meant something more than catapulting useless NPCs through the ceiling?
I do remember certain Christmases from long ago where NPCs would come in and I would just click the same dialogue option over and over.
And didn't that feel great?
It did. It made me feel warm and cared for.
Perfect. Let's try and revisit that because we want Christmas to be special. We want you to feel warm and cared for. Not, why is your nightgown see-through?
What are we, Spectre? What's going on here? Did I misjudge this situation?
No.
I can put on some clothes.
No. I want you to be comfortable, obviously.
Well, are you comfortable?
I'm very I was just curious. It's a very bold fashion choice.
I mean, I'm a bigot and a miser, but I'm not a harasser.
No, of course. And, silk is expensive, so it just
It is,
speaks
and
to
so
your
the less of it
quality.
you use, the better.
It's true, yes.
Why it's in this mankini format.
It really shows off your bust. It's impressive.
Are you supposed to show me something at some point?
Yeah, but I'm distracted by all your offerings. I don't know. Yeah. So anyways, here's Wonderwall.
Guys, this might be unreleasable.
That's never stopped us. Oh, God.
Okay. Tom's just crying.
Okay. Just balling out. Let me take you back to when the game was simple. You could have whatever dialogue option you want, and you were reminded of the spirit of Christmas. Otherwise, you could just be an old bah-humbugging curmudgeon for the rest of your days.
That was the plan, yes.
It's admirable.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go.
So Lift then, I believe, tells him that the ghosts are going to come. I think that's what Lift does.
Yeah, shit. Audience, I haven't seen this movie.
Wait, are you my old business partner?
No, but
Do you have chains around you and shit?
The Thought Trust.
Oh yeah! You are my old business partner. We were in the Thought Trust together.
I have 2 whole roles in this play. This is crazy. Anyways, remember when we did business together? We bought
I do remember that. 'Twas a marvelous time. We were going to take thoughts and turn them into money.
And it
Somehow.
worked. We sold lube one time.
We did. We never actually recovered on that lube, I don't think.
No, it was a
No,
loss?
I ended up almost burning myself to
Oh,
death in a
God.
vat of it afterwards.
I mean, you look great for someone
thank
who
you.
nearly died.
Thank you.
To lube-related injuries.
The skin is translucent as well as the bathrobe.
Oh,
So,
I hadn't noticed. That's a look.
do you want to see what the lower intestine looks like?
No,
It's right here. Look.
So, anyways, remember your old business partner who got shot to death?
That was you, right?
Yeah.
Hello.
So, anyways, you remember what happened to me? I used to not be huge on Christmas.
I can confidently say we never mentioned Christmas once in all the adventures we had
Exactly.
together.
I was told at a young age that Santa was hoo-ha and
You were told that
reindeer
Santa was a vagina?
I mean, he was a massive cunt. Also, reindeer were just for meat and delivered. It was delicious. Anyways,
Are you here to tell me that you regret your decisions or you're bound by the
Oh,
decisions
no.
you made in life or anything?
No, Santa still
Are
sucked.
you bound by chains of not dodging?
Well, I broke those cuffs, man. I'm free. I can not dodge wherever I want now.
It sounds like you're saying all the decisions I have made are correct and I don't need to change anything.
Correct. You read that perfectly. Also, I have ghost friends who are really going to fuck up this whole interaction. Like, relative to me, the other ghosts are less chill. They've got bad vibes. It's really.
Then why are you bringing them here?
They follow me, man. I can't help it.
That's my vibes are bad enough already.
They're going to make them worse. I'm here to remind you of the good times before the other ones come and really drag you down.
I'm still foggy on these good times, but
No. Think of the good Christmases. Yeah. We
literally never discussed Christmas. We just established that.
Yeah. Okay.
Which Christmas are you
No.
referring to?
Do you remember when you were a kid and you were like, "Man, social studies is great"?
I do, yes.
Yeah,
I remember the power of economics.
No, before that, before your life was ruined by math and economics. Remember when you were just a boy? Yes. Yeah, I do remember. You don't need to talk like, I mean, if it helps you get there, you know?
It's a flashback. Now fucking yes and me, bitch.
Okay, yes, you're right. Here we are in your childhood room. Do you remember you had your own personal Christmas tree and you were like, "Oh, I don't need photos of Karl Marx, Papa." And he was like, "Exactly, son." And he walked away and then you pulled out a little archaeology set, maybe anthropology, and it was the best thing ever.
There was a small oxygen bottle under my bed.
Yes, and what was the name of that wonderful little tank?
Wait, I'm writing that down.
Do you remember how happy you felt on that Christmas when it was just you and Puss in the bed?
This was my best friend.
Just pussing in the
Truly
bed.
lovely to me.
Yeah, and wasn't that happy and warm and great? Look at how happy you are here.
So
as a
is Liv
kid.
just the ghost of Christmas past, I guess?
I don't know. I thought I was.
You're killing it. You're killing the game.
I was Hispanic ad living.
It's just
I was told to yes and bitch. Yeah. Yeah, do you remember that? I thought I was the ghost of
no, you're Marley. You're the
I thought Bob.
you're the ghost. You're Bob Marley.
You're Bob
I thought Doug was Molly.
You introduce all the ghosts as they arrive.
Oh shit! I'm Marley now. I'm not a ghost.
No, you're Lift, but you're filling the role.
I'm Lift, but I'm
Maybe
I'm
we should
Marley.
have prepped anything.
No, that doesn't sound
I'm not
right.
actually the ghost who's supposed to be making you feel these things. Check it out. Here comes the cool ghost.
Oh, well, I was having a lovely reminiscence and I thought I was about to make a breakthrough, but
No.
that's fine. I guess I'll talk to this other ghost now.
Yeah, here they come. I don't know who it is though.
Aren't
you
you
wanna-
supposed to
do you
tell
wanna-
me like the number of ghosts or something?
No, there's
Yeah.
there's precisely 3 of them.
Precisely 3.
Yeah.
That seems remarkably Trinitarian. Is
It's-
this like a non-denominational story? Or
Think of it like the holy hand grenade. If there were more than 3 ghosts, it'd be bad. If there were less than 3, you'd never kill the bunny.
You just hear, "Who wants not malt liquor?" As Doug
Pyotr raises his hand in terror.
spectrally, floats up, and then just goes, "Lift,
Doug!
my friend."
How's it going, buddy?
It's going so good. Do you want some not malt liquor? And he holds up
Yeah.
a bottle.
I'm going to pour it in my holes.
I just imagine you drinking, and it just comes out the holes.
It tastes like pain.
He says, "Honestly, I've been here for 10 minutes, but your rendition of Wonderwall honestly brought me to tears."
I try. I am good at things.
Well said.
Yeah.
My friend, we are here. Well, oh, hey, it's Scroder. I had to drop the accent for
The
that.
hard R on the screen.
Scroder.
My God, it's Doug, but you're still alive. How are you also a ghost?
Well, the magic of Christmas. And he
This
said,
makes sense coming from you, Doug. I
I'm-
always thought you were kind of halfway in another world sometimes.
"Absolutely, my friend. I'm more than halfway in another world this time." And you look at the bottle of not malt liquor, and there's like a quarter left. And he's just like, I'm loose as hell. I'm ready to. Let's go. Let's look at you. Let's look
And
at.
where are we going? What do you have to show me,
I
Spirit
gotta,
Doug?
Well, actually, I'm going to be honest. Lift covered most of it. It was.
Yeah, I got really
I
confused.
kind of got
He
that
was,
sense.
no,
Yeah.
Lift was doing a real great job.
I
Honestly,
may have contributed to that.
no, it's just that I'm contractually obligated to at least like participate in the past section.
Yeah.
So-
Contracts are my favorite thing. You know this, Spirit Doug.
If I'm being, that's true. That's what we always say about Scroder. Is he just loves his contracts. And then he just kind of like blinks and like stumbles a bit. He's like, "I honestly passed out as well for like 5-10 minutes. I was just, woo, let's
Is that
go."
possible as a spirit? Can
You know,
get so drunk you pass out while floating?
Let's find out. And then he like pulls your spirit out of your body, and you all of a sudden you're in your bedroom, sitting in your bed with and he just says, "You know all the things that Liv said about how you should feel good?
I'm here with psst.
Yeah,
It's magical.
yeah, it's magical as hell.
I feel the magic of Christmas.
You're doing a great job, kid. You want a drink?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I don't have much
Hell yeah, little Fiona, yeah.
Hey, Liv's here. Yeah.
I'm really supportive of alcoholism.
I
I'm
guess you're
fading
already
away.
here, so this makes sense.
Yeah. I'm leaving again now. I just wanted to support alcoholism. Fade away.
Pyotr, you're lying in bed next to Psst, and you hear, like you've heard many, many nights before, you're excited for Christmas, but you keep getting distracted by yelling coming from the other room. He just wants to be a little boy. He just wants to have fun.
Maitlands don't get the opportunity to have fun. We're too busy embracing that grind set.
I dearly wish Papa wouldn't refer to the ancient practice of the grind set.
He's young, and there are more important things in this world than grinding. Stop. He just needs time to be a kid, to figure out some of his passions, and he'll come around. I know he will.
Passions. His passion should be money and just getting that bread. He should be always ABG, baby. He should read the copy of the game that I gave him.
And he will come around, but you can't force his hand. It will make him bitter and old and confused and
Wait, are you saying
of
that
gross.
I will age him by bad parenting? Is that what you're saying? Physically? Like he will physically age.
no.
Okay. I'm a Maitland. We get caught up on incongruous details. Look, And
I
then
know you do, darling. But
Pyotr's in bed feeling like this is a personal attack against me.
and Doug is just like, yeah, you're right. That felt pointed. And then he just says, well, I suppose we can stop the grindstone of progress for one Christmas Eve. And your mom and dad come into the room. And they just say, there's a grown-ass man. And Doug's just there. He's like, I'm fucking drunk as hell. Woo!
you guys are ghosts watching this.
Yeah.
This is my ghost friend.
Doug glitches out. And then
His graphics resolution isn't very high.
you're there with your parents.
Papa, I heard you speaking. I've been trying to follow the grind set. I've been trying to follow the things in the game. I've been trying to tell women that they're very brave for wearing that haircut to a club like this.
And how is that going at your elementary school?
It's going poorly, Papa. Very poorly.
See, this is because of you. He's like this because of
Oh,
you.
don't fight, Mama and Papa. Can't we all be happy and have a happy Christmas?
That is what I've been trying to tell your father.
I suppose I have agreed to allow joy into this home for one Christmas Eve.
Oh, fantastic, Papa. Let's all go ice skating.
He says that sounds like something a liberal arts major would do.
Just be patient with him.
Little Pyotr is on the carpeted floor of his bedroom, holding in between his legs, fully geared up in ice skates already, and just like rips the fucking cord on and goes rocketing into the living room.
As you go through the door, with the logic of dreams, you are all of a sudden skating across this frozen surface, the dome of the Elysium station having been made translucent so you can see the stars of the Milky Way splayed out before you, and your dad standing there with his arms crossed, watching you skate, skates himself, and your mother as well. As you look back, even in the dim light of starlight, you just see just the hint of a smile.
Oh, how dear. It's all so wonderful.
Yeah, right? That's all that shit that Liv said. Doug pops back up and like trips you and you like fall face plant.
Oh, my face.
Oh shit, I messed up.
I was so handsome before.
Yeah,
Now I'm ugly.
That's true. It turns out that was my fault. Oh shit. Well,
Are you the BBEG? We've all been wondering.
hey, spoilers. And he plucks your spirit out of your body, and then all of a sudden you're back in your bedroom standing in the doorway, and he's just there.
Oh, my God.
Did you learn a lesson?
No, what was I supposed to learn?
Oh, fuck. I don't know, man. I'm drunk as hell.
What would you have learned from that?
You know, I learned that maybe don't be such a fucking prick all the time. Bitch.
I didn't get that. Wow, you're quite assertive when you're drunk there, Doug.
Yeah, you damn
Especially
right.
when you're a spirit.
I'm horny as hell and I'm ready to fight.
Why are those two things in the same sentence?
That's a
Doug?
great question. I got to unpack that. Look,
Okay, well, you should go do that with some licensed help.
like,
All I got from that is I know where the oxygen tank thing came from now.
and that was my plan all along. And he goes to like hold his arms out like, but then he falls over and then clips through the floor.
I'm going to pretend that was more majestic than it actually was. And pretend you like disappeared into the chimney or something.
Whatever you need. And then Liv shows back up.
Oh shit! I never left. I watched the whole thing. You're a great skater. You've got strong thighs. Anyway,
Lift again, what are we doing here? What is this?
well,
What
Doug-
is this to you?
Clearly, Doug nailed his job. Did it perfectly.
I just, were you guys actually there in my childhood bedroom?
No.
That's the right answer.
I had to think about it. Anyways, here's another ghost. They're also like a really good teacher and maybe vocalist. Who can say?
Why would I care that they're a vocalist?
Pyotr!
Oh no.
That's why.
Actually, Scrotra!
Oh, there we go. That's better.
Yeah.
Who are you, spirit?
I am. And the door flies open and you see this spectral figure in this like flowing gown and robes. I am the ghost of Christmas present.
Okay, well, I'm not usually one for presents that I don't pay for, but I'll take it.
Everyone loves presents. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay, well, can I have my present then?
I think my gift to you, Scroter, as
Oh, God, is it a gym membership?
you could lose a few pounds, but as your friend who cares about
I did, it
you,
was skin.
you're a gross man. You know that.
I'm aware.
As long as you know. I, Faith Juno Angevin, and she does a little, like, cocky head shake, have helped many a person in my professional life, and I see that you may need a little bit of help. You look lost. Your top hat looks terrible.
Oh, my God, is your gift therapy?
Yeah.
Pyotr turns around and tries to dive through the clippy window.
Absolutely not. And she grabs him and pulls his spirit back and clips.
But your body just splats up against the window and then just ragdolls to the ground.
100%.
Yeah.
What do you want me to roll for damage to the body?
Let's
This
make-
may be how Pyotr dies.
Go ahead and roll a d6.
D6? Okay. Pyotr has 1 hit point left.
Yeah, amazing. Okay.
Sorry, Scroter, who is legally distinct.
Scroter, legally distinct entity from Pyotr, gets his spirit pulled out of his body by Faith Juno Angevin.
We clip through the wall and we are no longer in a Victorian neighborhood. We are on the streets of Gate City.
My goodness, it's like somebody brought us to a different location so that this episode would be technically included within some IP agreements we had.
It does seem like that, doesn't it? How strange. Scroter,
Juno.
you are a very clever man. And
Thank you. And Pyotr starts walking away.
nope. And she grabs him again.
Do you have any idea how much it hurts when you grab someone's soul?
I've never really thought about that before.
Well, it feels like this, and Pyotr tries to grab her soul.
No. She hits him on the hand. Absolutely not.
Ow.
No, just listen to me for once in your goddamn life.
Fine.
There are so many people around you that you don't even see, even though you are so clever and so smart. And I know.
First off, glaucoma is a medical condition.
She grabs Pyotr's head and faces it towards this kind of small walkway in the middle of Gate City.
I've never seen this before.
Well, I know you haven't, but look what's going on here. And it's filled with people who are struggling and children who are help, Brian.
Yeah, the children they're trying to play cyberball, but their cyberball keeps glitching.
Oh no.
It's super low resolution. They're tossing around a pixelated cube.
It's especially sad because it's the hallway right beside Oshkosh.
But fuck you, yeah. Osh, but fuck you, yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Look at these poor children who, with your generosity, could have so much, but you refuse to even acknowledge them. Now me, I have donated so much of other people's time to help to help poor children like this. And it's Christmas. Have a heart, Scroter.
That one over there. Isn't that tiny Bim Batchett? I swear I've seen that child before. He was Scraw's child.
As
Why is he so small?
Bim Badgett, you can see was missing one of his legs, and he has a cyber leg, but the cyber leg is too short. So it just every time he takes a step, it just keeps pistoning out, and then it cracks into the pavement, and he gets stuck, and then he has to pull it out, and he does that with every single step, and then he walks up and he says, "Oh, Faith Juno Angevin has been so good. Did you know that 2% of every single donation to the Faith Juno Angevin Rejuvenation Fund has gone to poor orphans in need?"
Well, that's incredible, especially because the tax write-off is 8%. So, why is your piston leg capable of breaking ferrocrete?
The magic of Christmas.
See, Pyotr, Scroter, you should be more like me. Generous, kind.
Yeah, Faith Juno Angevin's been helping me with my nano polio.
Brian.
That might be too far.
No, that's great.
Polio. Because he's tiny.
Because he's tiny.
Tiny little polio. May all be all well and good, but she is also pushing nano-vaccine hesitancy among the population. So,
Well, vaccines give you 5G. I've listened to her podcast.
Oh my god.
There is no way you can prove that they don't.
Well, apparently this is a thing now.
well, even Batchet, why aren't you provided for by your father? I pay him. I have paid him at least once. Why isn't he providing for you?
Oh, he tries, Special K, but, he has a SoundCloud rap career to think of, and of course, that takes precedence, obviously, but, he does his best, but it's never quite enough to go around.
It sounds like releasing things and audio clips on the internet for money isn't a career to me.
No, it's the dumbest thing you could possibly do, honestly. And then I guess he punches himself in the face.
I see, Pyotr, a Scroter, a little bit of care goes a long way here. Now, walk with me.
I am walking. I'm shuffling.
Tiny Bim goes to join you, but then you hear... He's like, oh, that's a deep one. I'm going to be here.
Tiny Bim, that was a power conduit.
Yeah,
Are you
it's
okay?
not... You need to run.
He just starts getting
about to get
electrocuted.
Let's...
Pyotr shuffles fast.
This is becoming hard to watch. Let's turn away and walk the other direction.
That sounds like the message you should be delivering to me, yes.
Pyotr, Scroter, you've made this very confusing for me. You understand? Do you mind if I maybe help get through to you in a different fashion?
I don't know what you mean.
I think we should sing a song.
Dear God, no.
The stars shine bright, but hearts grow cold. Dreams are lost and dark and old. Gate city streets fade flat. Oh, God. On Gate city streets, laughter fades away, while the others hope for a brighter day. It's Christmas time, but hearts grow cold. Streets are filled with poor, meek old. Children cry for a warm hand to hold. Christmas magic fades. Oh, Pyotr, can't you see the pain? The fear, the loss, no hope remains. Tomorrow will never be the same, so choose to change tonight. Across the void, through endless night, souls warm rays to heart. Oh, God.
Special K.
Doug comes out and is blowing in a jug like, hoo, 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 hoo.
Oh, Pyotr, can't you see the pain? The lives you've touched, the loss, the gain. The present's here, but it won't remain. So spread Christmas joy today.
The troop of orphans that have been dancing in the background, like exit stage left and right.
After, some of them collapse from exhaustion. They've been working their choreography.
We talked about, I will not pay you if you don't.
Sorry, mistress. Sorry. Spare us. We just want our gruel.
You can have that at the end of the day. I told you. Get out.
Of course.
Out. Pyotr, can't you see that kindness spreads so far? Look how happy those children were.
Hey, I think that one's having a seizure. Is that happiness?
I'll call somebody for him, but I... Help!
The veterinarian comes in. It's like, right.
Right, yeah.
See?
I'm here to
fine.
provide budget health care.
Faith, your musical words are disturbingly good, and I don't know why you weren't the first one to do a song in the podcast. But aside from that, I may see your point, but I'm just not convinced. I think of Tiny Bim, and I just think, wouldn't a market-based solution be a better way to address these ills? Shouldn't we put him to work or something like that? Perhaps punching holes in spaceship hulls.
Do you want him to be working like this? He's going to cause much more damage than he is going to be able to fix. You need to help and be kind. And don't you wish somebody was kinder to you when you were a destructive, small, confused boy who was in love with oxygen tanks?
Don't you patronize me, Faith. Bah, humbug, I'm done with you. I'm done with you and your Christmas joy and your 401k and your tax evasion and your remitting a small amount of collected proceeds to worthy causes.
Well, if you've learned nothing, then, well, we're pretty much at the same place we started, so... and we always are.
Doug shows up and he's just like, let's get drunk.
Judo grabs the bottle and takes a big swig and then smashes it on the ground.
Let's go, anarchy.
She pushes...
Oh, orphans also smash bottles.
yeah. And then we all point them at Scroter.
Back away, all of you. I will not be threatened like this. I am an important man. I am a man with ideas, and you cannot threaten me into being a good person.
All of a sudden, this hand from behind grabs your shoulder and...
Icy cold.
Scroter, you are suddenly actually exactly where you were. But instead of the dirty street of Gate City, it's now really surprisingly clean. And everything seems quite cheerful and joyful. And you look around, and maybe you notice something. But roll for spot hidden.
That's a success.
Oh, shit.
As you look around, and it could just be coincidence, timing, we don't see any men.
It's happened. I'm finally the most attractive man in the universe.
Pyotr! Pyotr! Come here!
God! Lift, what are you doing here?
Hiding! Come here!
Where are you? I can't see you.
I'm in the alleyway, you dunce! Get over here!
We're hiding in the alleyway, Pyotr. We're having a good time.
It's where the men go.
Out of sight, out of mind, baby. Woo.
Yeah, Doug knows what's
Okay,
up.
well, just be quiet. And Pyotr's gonna, subtly slip into the alleyway.
Do you remember how when we met 5 minutes ago, it was like the ghosts aren't chill, man?
I do remember this.
Yeah, this is the most not chill of the ghosts.
Yeah, Juno was pretty bad.
No! Gets way worse than that.
What?
All of a sudden, you just hear scraping metal along the side of the building, coming closer and closer to the entrance of the alleyway.
Okay, me and Doug are gonna bounce.
This is not
That
our
sounds
scene.
good, actually. Can I come with you guys?
No. We have
We have a reservation for two.
We've got dinner.
We got dinner plans.
Mm-hmm.
We're
I'm
gonna go
sure
get
there'll be a lot of fan fiction written about that, actually. But
That'd be pretty cool.
asses on the menu. That's
Yum.
what it's called.
Eat the booty like grocery.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh,
Anyway.
this is leftover
Pyotre
soup.
backs away, horrified.
Anyways, good luck. I'll see you if you know.
The booty, like groceries? Like a commodity? My God, is there nothing sacred anymore? And Pyotr backs into the main strip.
And right away, you hear... And from behind you, you hear... Oh, hello, shithead.
Pyotr shuffles around. Glade, what are you doing here? This is supposed to be my mind, my flashbacks.
No, not Glade. And you see, firstly, the mask, but wearing a full Santa-style combat getup.
The Santa
Incredible.
chest rig. And
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, just grenades, like the shotgun on the back, holding like an SMG, but it's all like Santa style.
Sick.
Hell yeah. Yes.
Or, sorry,
I-
maybe not shithead, scrotum, isn't it?
It's Scroder. Thank
Scrotum.
you. That's a mispronunciation. It's
Well,
an ancient
Scrotum.
Hibernian name.
You can shut up now.
Why are you so heavily armed? And
Well,
why are the streets so clean?
I'm so glad you asked. I'm sure you've looked around and noticed something very interesting.
There are no orphans. I'm in favor of this development.
True. There are no orphans. And there's also no men. Only women, trans women, and non-binary folk.
Charlton Heston on the beach in front of the Statue of Liberty.
Pyotr drops to his knees in slow motion as Glade stays, as the mask stays in normal time. Just like, How could you do this?
Well, actually,
It's all thanks to you.
What do you mean it's all thanks to me?
well, it turns out everyone finally realized what a useless bag of shit you are. And so,
When I killed you.
it gave most, if not all, of the women-identifying folk in the world to just kill the rest of them.
And the non-binary folk were just eating popcorn on the sidelines?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that checks out.
They've dealt with enough.
Yeah, that's fair, to be honest.
Yeah.
Honestly, fair.
And so, as you see, we are living in a perfect libertarian women's society.
How can there be a perfect society that's not centered on me and my fragile male ego? It cannot be. It cannot be.
Time slows down again.
Pyotr drops onto his hips in slow motion.
He's just a worm. Just the worm.
Yes, it's true. Juno and I fuck all the time. It's canon in this world.
Slave Leia Juno walks out from behind.
100%. Yoo-hoo! Come back to bed, Glade.
I told you it's the mask.
Ooh, scary mask. Ow. And then Juno just clips through a wall.
I'm definitely picturing Juno as having like PS1 Laura Croft boobs.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
It's just like two triangles. Yeah.
Just polygons.
Sexy polygon.
So, you can see Scrotum as the mask tilts its head. There's really just one last thing to do.
Fix all of this, I agree.
No. For you to experience your own death. And the mask rushes at you. Blade out a wrist.
Pyotr.
This is where Pyotr reveals his trump card.
It's Donald Trump.
It's Donald Trump. It's Donald Trump with a steel chair. Steel chairs used to be made in America.
No.
That's fair.
There's no men in this world.
You're right.
It's true.
Pyotr is going to fight back as he desperately tries to claw at this apparition rushing at him, holding on to the last vestiges of his male privilege.
Are you brawl?
Yeah.
Like fighting in turn?
Yeah.
You just rolled 2 d20s.
You rolled a 70-11.
Just grab the biggest dice. I got an extreme success.
Pyotr is going to spend 7 luck to get an extreme success.
Don't actually mark off your luck for this.
Why not, Brian?
It's canon in this world.
It's canon in this world, you're right.
Pyotr spends 7 luck to get an extreme success.
As you somehow ethereally feel like you're gonna grab your luck and use it, you realize there is none.
There is no luck.
Pyotr looks down at where his own penis used to be, and it's gone. My God! All of my luck, it's gone!
The mask backhands you as you fall to the ground.
It's more insulting for being a backhand.
And the mask places 1 foot on top of your chest.
Oh, this is horrible. Surely there is a chance for me to change. Spirit mask. There must be a chance for me to avoid this horrible egalitarian future where public transit runs on time and isn't gross.
Well, actually, I'm going to make things how they are. And with their wrist blade, cuts off both your ears.
Ah! I remember those already being gone, but now they're gone again!
And then proceeds to cut out your eyes.
Ah!
And as you scream, cuts out your tongue. As the blade then gently rides along your throat.
Pyotr feels the cool steel of the blade draw a warm line across his throat. As his vision is gone, his hearing is gone, his very consciousness fades.
All of a sudden, Scroder wakes up in his bed. 4-poster, the sun just threatening to come up over the horizon. It's like, I'm the fucking sun. The sky is
Classic
this big
sun.
classic sun.
Or it's like the baby.
Gate
The
City
baby.
Sun brought to you by Fuck Your Life Taxi.
Fucking Life Taxi. It's like, hey, I'm walking
Or
here.
it's the baby from Teletubbies.
Yeah, exactly. It's the baby from Teletubbies, but it's screaming the entire time.
Still brought to you by Fuck Your Life Taxi.
Yeah.
Gosh, but fuck you.
And fading as the first rays of sunlight start to peek through the window is the apparition of Lift.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh my God, they were not chill.
I know, dude.
They were not chill
I
at
tried
all.
to tell you.
Holy.
Dinner was great.
Like, you died and everything, and they were still the most unchill.
Yeah. So did you learn anything?
I think the Glade or the mask has some issues they need to sort out in therapy.
Murder is bad. It's true. But I mean, more internally, did you synthesize any of the messages that were sent your way?
Oh, yes. I need to offer a token amount of charity to those less fortunate, but just enough to stave off a proletarian revolution.
Booyah!
Bam!
That's it.
That's the message. That's it.
Christmas is saved!
Christmas is saved.
Yeah, you
I
did
only
it.
need to feel guilty about other people one time a year.
Yeah. Wait, I don't.
So
That
this
sounds good. I don't need you anymore.
Sun bursts through the window and scatters Lift into atoms as he screams, his screams echoing through the halls of your mansion.
My God, I still have time to make amends. I must go and give Tiny Bim a token gesture of anything that would let him know that I could possibly care about his conditions, and maybe rehire his father and get him some training or a mentor or something, or a SoundCloud account.
And as we see Scroder McMaitland go to the Badgett household and offer young Bim Badgett,
Tiny Bim.
Tiny Bim stock options in Scroder's.
But it's in the spin-off company, the one he's going to give all the bad assets to and then have it go bankrupt.
Yeah, precisely.
Have you learned nothing?
No, it's learned very little. We fade out of this semi-Victorian town, and you see, basically anything more than 97 feet away from Scroder fades into pixelated nonsense, and then all of a sudden it blinks once, blinks twice, turns green, turns red, then fades to black. And we all, from The Stars Aren't All Right, would like to wish you the happiest of holidays.
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays!
Holidays.
And a blessed and prosperous new year.
Financially.
Financially.
If the
Has to be
market
financial.
approves.
So instead of putting this episode on Patreon and making money off of it, notice money was singular there.
A money.
Instead of putting this on Patreon and making a money off of it, we have decided that in the spirit of Christmas and the holiday season, we'd like to ask you if you enjoyed this episode and made you laugh, please consider giving $5 or $10 to your favorite charity. We have a couple of recommendations if you can't decide on one. For mine, I'd ask you to give to War Child Canada. It's a charity I've supported for many years. They do a lot of good work.
For mine, I'll say there are a bunch of different organizations that do this, but find one that you trust and is reputable, and it's just eSIMs for the people in Gaza.
Wherever you are living, there are likely people who are struggling to put food on the table. If you would consider giving to your local food bank or donating some food to any of the many charities that help those who are facing food insecurities.
For mine, no matter where you're living, there are people who are trying to find the answer and fight against Parkinson's. I myself donate to Parkinson's Canada regularly. I've had family members who have lost a great deal of who they are to this, and it is something that I'm very passionate about. If you would donate to Parkinson's Canada or an organization that's reputable wherever you live, I'm sure it would go a long way towards finding a way to combat this devastating illness.
Also, look up in your local areas any organizations that are fighting for trans rights right now, especially in the States. They are in need of much help. There's a war on them that is unjust, and so that would also be a great cause.
Thank you all for listening. We really hope that you have a happy holidays, and thank you for bearing with us during this incredibly unhinged thing we've created. We really enjoyed making it. We really hope that you enjoy listening to at least parts of it. And thank you for all your support.
If you have any ideas for our next Christmas special, let us know.
Yeah, hit up our Discord.
Or Gmail.
Gmail.
Stars aren't all right at gmail.com.